Welcome back. The new notification by the Health Ministry causing a lot of concern among surrogate mothers, and these are two surrogate mothers who are here on agenda, who have now, two of them are part of the group of 6 that have approached the Supreme Court now. Now, I just wanted to ask you, Dr. Gaur is over here, who is an IVF specialist who works with these surrogates. I wanted to ask you, perhaps the petitioners, they feel that it's unregulated. There have been cases where some mothers like them have been implanted with several embryos, and there was one particular suspected death in Delhi, and there have been other cases as well because of the lack of regulation among surrogate clinics. What would you say of that?
I would say that tell me one industry where there is no problem. So the person who doesn't have a problem should throw the first stone.
And Shabnam ji, she was telling me why that many people call it rent a womb, but why as a woman, as a mother, she comes prepared and is mentally prepared for surrogacy. आप क्या कह रही थी ब्रेक के दौरान कि क्यों ये काम या बताइए?
नहीं, अगर हम यहाँ पे आने से पहले जो हम घर में हमारा बच्चा होता है, अगर उसको हम पैसे लेके देते तो उसको बेचना होता है मेरे हिसाब से। तो ये तो हम पहले से तैयार होते हैं, अपने दिमागी तौर से, शारीरिक तौर से सब तैयार होके
साइकोलॉजिकली आप प्रिपेयर्ड होती हैं कि अपना बच्चा नहीं है, किसी और के लिए आप।
हाँ जी,
ओके,
हाँ
वो हाँ आप
तो हम जब उनको गोद में देते हैं ना, हमें आंसू नहीं आता, खुशी होती है,
खुशी होती है। ओके, Radhika, I just wanted to ask you that you also pointed out the kind of misconceptions that people are barring it because they think think of it, compare it to prostitution. Can you tell us about those myths?
Exactly. Surrogacy requires, this is a relatively new concept, that is why it requires a lot of awareness. People feel it as prostitution. A very weird example somebody has put across to me कि पिक्चरों में Hindi movies show a man sleeping with the lady and becomes a surrogate, right? But we need to spread the education around, because what is allowed in India is gestational surrogacy. So what is gestational surrogacy is that the gametes of the surrogate and surrogate's husband are not there. Only her womb is utilized. And also way back in 2008, Supreme Court categorically said that these are offensive terms when you use rent a womb, baby selling. These are offensive terms.
That's perhaps a very, very important thing. And perhaps we also look at the fact that what happens, Dr. Gaur, if this becomes a permanent thing. Right now it's just a notification by the government. Everybody is waiting for the formal draft bill to come because that's what Supreme Court also referred to. What happens if we, like other countries, say, okay, fine, no more foreign surrogacy allowed?
In the world, countries are either opening up to surrogacy or closing up to surrogacy. The ones that are closing are the developing. The ones that are opening are the developed. So it is our decision whether we want to be open or close to surrogacy. First of all, that is the point. Secondly, if it closes, the biggest sufferer are going to be the childless couples. Because they are the ones who are in the most need. A family is a basic unit of society, and as our surrogate mothers say, at least hear us out. Surrogate mothers say the new law has some good things. The government wants we should have an Aadhaar card. That is a good thing.
Right.
But Aadhaar card, to obtain it is so difficult. Make the process easy. The surrogate mothers say...
So how many, only 6 have gone to Supreme Court. How many such mothers are there across the country, would you say?
Actually, according to the advocate, more than 500 have approached her from all over the country.
Right.
And this is just a small representation on behalf of women, those 500 women. So actually, it is more than 500 women who are approaching.
And they are all going to be heard in Supreme Court within the next 2 months.
We hope so.
Okay, so IVF clinics have gone to court.
Yes.
Surrogate mothers have gone to court. They're all waiting for the court to be heard. I think perhaps the most poignant thing is that these mothers are saying that they are at the center. The mothers are saying they're at the center of the entire issue.
Most affected party.
And all they are saying is, can the topmost court of the country please hear them? Hear their side of the story. Hear the fact that they have opted for it, that it's their choice. And so they should have a say in whether they want to opt for surrogates, to being surrogates or not. That's it on agenda. And just one more figure I want to give you before we end off, that just your clinic, Dr. Shivari Gaur, had 122 girls through surrogacy last year and 117 boys. one has to look at the fact that if this is barred, will childless couples get help or not? That's an aspect.
Even
to be-
Indian couples may then have to go abroad
Right.
to do surrogacy if they don't get. What will happen to them?
So these are some issues which perhaps the Supreme Court has to look at. That's it from us. Thanks for watching.